So Yoshiko, today we're making your signature garlic steak fried rice. Every time you make this, your entire kitchen transforms into the best smelling steakhouse in town.
Yes, and both the meat and the garlic are the stars of this dish.
I'm excited already.
I know, the garlic and steak together turn this fried rice into a special treat.
Exactly, so let's start. First, we finely chop one scallion.
And we also need 3 large cloves of fresh garlic.
Right, but first you're pressing down on each clove with your knife.
Yes, pressing the garlic this way makes it much easier to peel.
I see. Okay, and then you're finally slicing them.
Only half of them. These slices will be for the topping. The other half we chop.
Aha, and now comes the steak, the main actor of our culinary performance day.
Yay!
And before we begin to cook the meat, it's important that it's at room temperature. So this one has been waiting backstage outside the fridge for a while now.
Yes, for this fried rice, I don't use an expensive cut of meat. I like this piece of New York strip. With a balance of tenderness and beefy flavor, this piece for 2 people I found at Trader Joe's. It's good quality and costs less than $9.
Oh, that's a great deal. And the meat looks really tasty.
I start by removing a little of the fat around the edges. We will use that fat for cooking. Then I cut the steak in half. For one person's portion, half of this is enough, about a quarter pound.
And then sprinkle the meat generously with salt and pepper. You always use freshly ground pepper, I know. And especially for a dish like this, I think it makes a big difference.
Yes, this peppercorn grinder has been with me for a long time. I bought it in Paris many years ago. When I bought it, it was a brand new. Now it looks like something from a vintage shop. But it still works perfectly and I use it all the time.
Good quality cooking utensils can last a long time if they're properly looked after. A bit like me, really. I hope I'll still be useful after being in the kitchen for many years.
Yes, we will have to see about that.
Okay, so meanwhile, heat the frying pan over high heat and add a small piece of the beef fat.
Do you see the smoke starting to come up? That means the pan is hot and ready. Cooking the meat surface quickly over high heat helps seal the juices inside the meat.
Right, that's very important.
When you place that steak in the pan, the side with salt and pepper should go down first. Then sprinkle more salt and pepper on the top side.
And now we wait for a few minutes until we see about 1/3 of the steak thickness changes color. Then flip it and cook for another 1 to 2 minutes.
Medium rare cooked steak is what you are aiming for here, so be careful not to overcook.
And then we place the steak on a sheet of aluminium foil and wrap it up nicely.
Let it rest for 1 to 2 minutes, then open up the foil.
And now it's time to slice the steak. Look at that. Perfect. And then we add a small piece of beef fat, 1 tablespoon of butter, and the sliced garlic to the wok and turn on the heat to medium.
We are preparing the garlic topping. We want the slices to become nicely golden brown.
And garlic is quite quick to burn, so we need to be careful and watch the garlic slices. Now they're starting to look nicely tanned and golden brown. So we turn off the heat, remove the garlic slices and the fat from the wok, and you can discard the fat.
Now add the chopped garlic and turn the heat back to the medium-high.
And we stir fry the garlic briefly, then add the chopped scallion and continue stir frying. Then add about 1.5 cups of warm Japanese white rice and keep stir frying. See our white rice episode for how to prepare that in advance, the Tokyo Flavor's authentic way.
When you stir frying fried rice, move the ladle as if you are cutting through the rice. This helps prevent mushy fried rice or lumps.
That's good to know. And so now we add the beef slices and keep on stir frying. And, if you have available, add 1 teaspoon of white sesame seeds. They add some extra flavor and also texture to the dish. And now we add 1 teaspoon of soy sauce as well.
Yes, but don't pour the soy sauce directly onto the rice. Pour it carefully onto the wall of the wok. Then stir well so the soy sauce spreads evenly through the rice.
And done! Are we ready to serve up our special fried rice?
There's one last step. Sprinkle the crispy garlic slices on top as a garnish.
Wow, yeah, that looks amazing. I can't wait to eat. And all that garlic also keeps us healthy too.
Yes,
You know that garlic is widely considered a superfood with powerful medicinal and nutrient properties, so we're also doing our bodies good while enjoying this flavorful dish.
let's eat while it's hot.
Itadakimasu!
Love Japanese food? Let's make it easy at home.
Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and check out our website for more tips and recipes. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends.
Got questions or requests? Drop a comment. We love to hear from you. Stay hungry, stay curious.
Happy cooking!